Hello everybody and welcome back. Lars here. Today we're going to go ahead, dive in and check out the spring cup. Now that is absolutely the wrong spring, not what we're going to be talking about today, and that is also the wrong spring. We don't need any water, so let's go ahead finally and let's, you know what, close enough. Let's do it. Let's go ahead, let's talk about what you do need, what you don't need, what you're going to expect to see. Let's talk about everything. So yeah, please make sure if you like what you see, like and subscribe. And with that, let's get started. All right, so looking at this list, we have the top 12 choices here according to PvP, and a lot of information can be gathered just from this top 12. And first off, that is the top 5 Pokemon, save for 1, so 4 out of the 5, are weak to fire, which means that Shadow Mawile is going to do a great job in this cup, even though it is, water, grass, and berry. Berry is just kind of an afterthought. I think there's going to be a lot of grass, a lot of water, and a lot of ice. So I think fire is really going to find a spot, considering I think most people will use grass for obvious reasons. And so, yeah, you can just see Ferrothorn, Abomasnow, Trevenant, Abomasnow again, really weak to fire. And even with not only that, but with Shadow Mawile's Power Up Punch, Ferrothorn and Abomasnow really are going to be feeling those effects. So you look at those. At the number 1 spot, Galarian Weezing. Now, Galarian Weezing is one of those Pokemon that do a lot of people have it? Yes. Do a lot of people have them with good IVs? No. So do I think we're going to see it? Maybe, but I don't think we'll see it really used to its fullest potential. I could be wrong. People could be, doing with trading, attempting to get one with good IVs. But all in all, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of Galarian Weezing just because it is really hard to find one with good IVs. Let's see. We have Trevenant. Trevenant's obvious. Great choice. It's one of the top Pokemon in Open and one of the top, I think it is number 1 for safe swaps. Just an all-around great choice. Pelipper, great choice. Tropius. A lot of people got it thanks to this last event. I've had one. Fairly decent IVs for a while now, and it is good, but I think in this cup there's better alternatives, especially because it is weak to both fire and ice. So I would go looking elsewhere. Araquanid, I don't have one that's really good, so I can't say. Mantine, super bulky. It used to be really popular, like with Cloyster, back in the day when people would run out the clock, but it's fallen from grace. So we'll see. Mawile we just talked about. And yeah, Lantern and Tentacruel. Now, Tentacruel is on the list because Toxapex is banned. So Tentacruel is like a surrogate Toxapex. Now, do I think people are going to use it? Absolutely. It has great typing for this cup. And Lantern's usage will be solely dependent on how many people are using Tentacruel, because Lantern is a great counter to Tentacruel. And yeah, so I think that's all dependent on how many people use Tentacruel. But do I think Lantern will be used a lot? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, and next up we have kind of a move towards more ice types and water. So Venusaur's at 14, Walrein. And here's the thing with Walrein. I think it's listed so low and Abomasnow so high because if you're going to use ice, you want it to be ice and grass as opposed to ice and water, so it doesn't get that grass weakness. Like Abomasnow, obviously it resists grass. And so, yeah, I would go personally with Abomasnow over Walrein, unless you're doing like an ABB or even an ABA, which was popular during Mountain Cup for the first time ever. So, yeah, I would go with that Abomasnow over Walrein, but it is a choice. Jumpluff, never been a big fan of Jumpluff. Venusaur obviously is good. Sees a lot of use in Open. Now, Dewgong was really popular back in the day, and if you wanted to burn those elite TMs like I did, I literally just burned all those elite TMs on Dewgong for a good, mediocre Pokemon, then absolutely go for it. But with Walrein, Walrein kind of just does everything Dewgong does, but a little bit better. So I would go with Walrein. Again, unless you're doing some ABB, but in that case, just use Abomasnow. Ninetales, really good. Obviously, powder snow here, not charm. And let's see, quillfish is one that I guarantee you will see, and it is good. It is good. It has its niche, whatever you want to say. It has its little area, and it does perform well, much like Mawile in these fun cups, so to speak. Mawile really found its place, Shadow Mawile, in these fun cups, just because it's not really great in open, but in these, it does a great job. Lurantis, same thing, really, really good. I've seen some of it in open, but for the most part, sticks to fun cups as well. So I think we'll start to see these Pokemon, and not as much obviously as the top 12, but I guarantee you, I think Venusaur, Shadow Venusaur, and Ninetales will be a little bit higher on this list as far as actual practical usage. And finally, we have numbers 24 to 37. And as we get lower on the list, obviously, we're going to see stuff that is a little bit more not as popular, so to speak. Ivysaur, I'll see it every now and then. Not a lot of people have it. Um, and then we'll see some variants like Jump Off Shadow. Cradily, great attacks, but it just suffers from having so many weaknesses. And let's see, we actually see an Electrode, Hisuian Electrode. That'll be fun. I have one. I might try it out. But Serperior. Now, Serperior is a Pokemon a lot of people underestimate. It's a great Pokemon, a lot of buff. It can know Frenzy Plant and Leaf Tornado, and I believe Aerial Ace. So yeah, Superior is great. I'll see it in open from time to time. And Seeking. Now, Seeking was one of those other Pokemon that needed a lot of elite TMs if you wanted to use it correctly. I got one a long time ago during the first Interim Cup. I actually used it, and I was able to get to, I think it was the highest I've ever finished. It was like top 100 and so. It was really, really high just because it had a great kit. Unfortunately, it has fallen. Stuff that's better has taken its place. But in this cup, it'll be good because it can know ice and it can know, more importantly, ground. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that is weak to ground because obviously there is, of course, we have like Tentacool, Cruel, and stuff like that. So there is a need for ground, and Seeking will fill that role. Meganium, same thing as earlier. Other grass types that are technically a little bit better, but it does have Earthquake, so it does become relevant here. Shiftry, and of course, we see some Ivysaur, but for the most part, I think most of the Pokemon we'll see will be in the top 20-ish. The lower we get, the less I think. However, with that said, Jellicent is a viable option, and I'm actually, me personally, I'm going to be using probably Shadow Mawile, and I might throw in Trevenant and Gourgeist. And Gourgeist is a Pokemon that doesn't get a lot of love. A lot of people don't really know about it because it got so overshadowed by Trevenant, which is the dominating grass ghost Pokemon. But Gourgeist is actually really good. Can know Shadow Ball, can know grass. It's great. And I think for an ABB, it would fill that role, and I think it would do a great job. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, let me know what you guys are going to be using, what teams, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, it'll be a really good cup for us now. Bye bye.